Hello, you guys. It's your girl Iggy from One Way Single Channel. Welcome back to my channel. We're here to be reviewing the last episode for these reviews until I wrap up the season. We only got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 more episodes to go before this season is over with. I'm going to, since they're part 1 or part 2 episodes, I'm going to do them separately instead of just reviewing back to back part 1 or part 2 episodes. I review the part 1 or part 2 episodes separately, 1 and 1, 1 and 2, 1 and 2. I just do it like that. But the episode we're going to be reviewing today is episode 36, called Out of My Head. Again, this episode was extremely fantastic. Again, I only really care for the A plot, which is wrapped around Tristan and Mr. Yates. I really don't care too much for anything else. The B plot was about Imogen and Jack, and I never cared for Imogen. I don't care for Jack, so I really don't care for their build-up or whatever you want to call it. So again, like I said, this Tristan and Mr. Yates storyline was really fucking useless because they literally just did this and then they wrapped it up in this episode. And this is what I mean when I say, why not stretch it out a little bit? Why do a storyline if you're so quick to wrap it up? What is the point? So Tristan is very happy. He comes to school singing Whitney Houston, and Maya said that he only sings Whitney Houston when he's in love or that he found a new boy, and he said that he never has a problem singing Whitney Houston. There's a letter in his locker from Mr. Yates saying, meet him in the supply closet, and Maya's trying to be nosy, trying to see who's it from. And he told Maya he got to run, and she said she'll see him later. Now, in the hints of this conversation, Maya mentioned that she doesn't really see Tristan all the time anymore. She said he's been completely MIA, and that she doesn't see him or hear from him anymore or like that. And he said he's just been really busy with the fashion show. So Tristan goes to the supply closet where Mr. Yates is in. Their kids see making out. Tristan said that he feels so happy with his relationship with Mr. Yates that he can scream it from the rooftop. Mr. Yates tells him that he can't do that because what they're doing is wrong. What he's doing is wrong, and he get in a lot of trouble for it. And that he promised Tristan to never ever say a word, and Tristan said he wouldn't. So it looks like they were about to have sex in this supply closet, but the bell rang, and Mr. Yates told Tristan that meet him tonight at his apartment so they could pick up where they left off. And Tristan said, I have no problem doing that. Tristan walked out of the supply closet, button up his shirt. He's getting to class. Zig is telling, Zig is, asking Tristan, has he made that trip to having sex yet? Since in the other episode, Tristan kind of asked Zig, how do you know when you're ready to have sex? And, Maya walks up and she's asking Tristan, what is Zig talking about? And, she's asking Tristan, she didn't know that he had a boyfriend, and she asked him who it is, and he said he can't tell her, it's a secret. And she said, is it because he's ugly? And he got mad and got so offensive and told Maya that, no, he's not ugly, and told her because she mind her business for once. And, she apologized, she was just joking, and she said that she's happy if he's happy. Mr. Yates walked in, and Tristan gives it away by just looking at Mr. Yates. Like, he's looking at him in a way that he is so in love, and Maya put 2 and 2 together, and she said, oh my God, you're fooling around with Mr. Yates. Told her to be quiet, and he said that she doesn't get it, that they're in love, and that he's not like a teacher, he's like a regular day guy. And Maya said, he's your English teacher though, like, that's a problem, like, why does he feel so normal sleeping around with you? And they whispering, going back and forth, and Mr. Yates is telling her, oh, is this something she want to share with the rest of the class? And she said no. And Tristan told Maya to keep it a secret. Pinky promised him, and she said that she'll know, and he told her, can she do that, or she'll be dead to him. So she told Tristan that, yeah, she promised that she won't tell anybody about his relationship with Mr. Yates. So, boom. I'm trying to think what happened next. So, boom, Tristan is talking to Zoe, and unlike Maya, where it comes to, like, being overbearing and pushing for answers, Zoe does not do that when Tristan says he has a hot date tonight, and Zoe asks him who, and he said he can't because it's a secret, and she said it's always sexier when it's a secret. They're joking and laughing. She's not asking Tristan, hey, can you tell me, it's been a minute. Maya, on the other hand, since she, kind of walked into the school with Tristan and knows him a lot, she knows that it's not really like him to go completely MIA or for her not to know what's going on with him. So, and my thing is with Maya and why I've always had an issue with people hating her is that I feel like a lot of y'all tend to forget the fucking scar Cam left on her life, right? And I kind of saw that in this episode, and you kind of see it again in season 14 when the whole thing with Miles, right? She said things like she hasn't seen Tristan, that he's been completely MIA, and he isn't answering her calls, and that whenever she makes plans, he cancels them. He told her he's been busy. Now, we all know the reason why he can't hang out with Maya is because Mr. Gates doesn't want him hanging out with the same age, he doesn't want him hanging out with kids that's his age to where he might feel like he might say something about their relationship. You feel me? So I feel like with Maya, when she said that she told Mr. Pinson because she was so worried because Tristan was completely MIA and she did not know what was going on with him, I understand where she was coming from. A lot of people feel like Maya is nosy. Can she be nosy? Yes. Can she be overbearing? Absolutely. But I don't think it comes from a place of her being annoying. I think it comes from a place of her really caring and afraid of losing people again. Because y'all have to think, she lost the first guy she ever loved because she wasn't pushy and she wasn't overbearing. Did she know? She knew Cam was sad, but she didn't know it was up there where he was almost thinking about committing suicide. She didn't know that he was depressed. You feel me? And had she been pushy and been overbearing where he doesn't get any space, he probably would have not done what he did. I think that's what she feels like. So I feel like when Maya gets to that place, I don't think she's doing it to be annoying. She does it because she cares. And I think people who feel like that she's annoying, Maya is definitely overrated character, and I don't appreciate the hate that she gets. Maya was really going through a lot of shit, and I feel like a lot of people kind of oversee that and just say, "Oh, she was so annoying. She didn't know how to mind her fucking business." No, she cared, and she didn't want to lose anybody that she cared about, whether it was Tristan or Zig. Why do you think she had Zig move in with her? Because she was afraid that if he was out there in them streets and living in that abandoned house, that he was going to get killed or get hurt. She couldn't deal with the fact that, someone that she loves and cares for going, just like something bad happened to them. So I feel like Maya doing what she did, it did not come from a bad place at all. And, Tristan gets pulled to Mr. Simpson's office. Mr. Simpson is asking him, is he in a sexual relationship with his teacher? Tristan say no, we all know he's lying. Mr. Simpson asked him, did Mr. Yates perform sexual acts on him, or did Mr. Yates force Tristan to perform sexual acts on him? Tristan said no. Tristan said, what's going to happen with the allegations being out there? Mr. Simpson said, why does he care so much? Did he threaten you if you said something? Tristan said no. He said he just don't want a teacher getting in trouble due to allegations. So they skip to the scene where Tristan and Mr. Yates are talking in the parking lot. Mr. Yates is suspended because he said they're doing an investigation on him and Tristan. And Tristan said he didn't say anything, that he completely denied everything. When Mr. Simpson asked him questions, Mr. Yates said that you must have told someone, and he said that he didn't. Mr. Yates said that he thought he was mature enough to handle this relationship. Clearly that he is not. And Tristan said that what can he do to make things better? Mr. Yates said how can he be completely naive and said that they cannot see each other anymore, breaking up with Tristan. So we go to the part in the hallway where Tristan's in his locker. He sees Maya in the hallway reading her book. He slams his locker in a rage. He's angry at Maya because she promised him that she wouldn't say anything to Mr. Simpson, and she did. She told Tristan that she said it. She told Mr. Simpson because what Mr. Yates is doing is wrong, which is right, and that she was so worried about him, that's why she said anything. And he said, worried that what? That he was happy and in love. And she said, no, what Mr. Yates is doing is fucking wrong. It's wrong. However you want to look at it, that y'all in love or whatever the case might be, it is fucking wrong. And he said that there's going to be an investigation. He might get fired. He might get arrested. And said that Maya ruined his life. And Maya said that she did all this to protect him. And he took her book, sat on the floor, and said that he doesn't need protection. He said that she thinks he's stupid, that she thinks that he doesn't know what love feels like. And she said, no, I want you to have those things. I want you to have love. I want you to have your fairy tale. I just don't think it should be what our fucking English teacher Not with this fucking weirdo. Not with this creep. It should not be with him. And he, try to project his insecurities onto Maya by saying that she gets to have this happy life with so many guys in love with her. She gets to have epic romances, and he doesn't get to experience any of them. And that he just wanted this one good thing. Out of all people, she ruined it for him. And he said he never wants to talk to her again, and their friendship is over. I don't think Maya did anything wrong. I was one of those people back then when I first watched the season where I thought she was completely wrong. Because it's like, girl, that is your friend. He told you not to say nothing. Why the fuck would you say anything? And for those in the comments who feel like, oh, his reasoning was understandable, it's not. Tristan has always been the type of person who projects his insecurities onto everyone. If it wasn't Maya, it was Miles. Let me tell you something. He never took any accountability for that he is fucked up. That his insecurities are his insecurities. He is so quick to say, oh, other people do this because they make me feel insecure. No, you were feeling that way way before I did what I did. You already are an insecure person. You feel me? And because Tristan is insecure, guys like Mr. Yates and guys like Miles, they take advantage of that because they see that he is desperate for love. And I'm not saying that shit is cool nor is it right. What Mr. Yates did was fucking disgusting, and he should have been fucking arrested. Orange jumpsuit. What's with all these people who are adults and who like to prey on these children never getting arrested? What's up with that Degrassi? We had the whole kind of shit. We got Mr. Yates. We got Mr. Odelander. All these adults who like fooling around with kids. Why haven't they ever been arrested? I'm confused. Where are they? Where's the cops? Where are they? Arrest these predators. Mr. Yates is a fucking creep. Period. Maya did the right thing because I would have done the same thing with my friend. I don't give a fuck if you never talk to me again. Back in the day, I did what I did for you because I love you as a friend. I want you to have love. I want you to have your epic romances. But I don't want it to be with a fucking English teacher. Not with no grown-ass man. I think it's like 30-something. Why does he even think that it's even cool nor comfortable fooling around with a child? That alone ain't right, my nigga. And Tristan couldn't see that. He just see it as she took his love away. And because Tristan is so insecure and desperate for somebody to love him because he does not love himself, like I said, guys like Miles, they take advantage of that. They're able to manipulate him and gaslight him to keep him coming back. And I really feel like y'all really see that in season 14 because I feel like Miles and Tristan's relationship in season 14, Miles was very manipulative, and him and Miles, like, when they first started dating, Miles was so manipulative. We're going to get to that when we get to season 14, y'all. Don't even worry about that. But I just wanted to mention that. I don't think Maya was in the wrong at all. I never liked the Tristan. And for people to say, oh, people don't like him because of this situation, I don't like Tristan because of this situation. Tristan is a victim, period. I don't have a reason. For this moment, for me not liking Tristan's character has nothing to do with his relationship with Mr. Yates. I don't like Tristan's character because he's so insufferable and he's just annoying. He likes to put the blame on everybody else for why he's unhappy and why he can't find love. Well, honestly, he just needs to dig deep and understand that his reasonings are his own fault. You don't love yourself, and when you don't love yourself, when you have low self-esteem and no worth, people can see that shit, and that's how they manipulate you. They pick up on that. They can see it, and they use that shit against you, dummy. But I just want to mention the comment, and then I'm gonna be done with this review. So somebody left in the fucking video, the episode I watched, left in the comment section that his reaction is understandable. No, it's not. But they sit here, but the problem people have with Tristan is that he never admits that what Mr. Yates did was wrong, and that Maya did the right thing. Even after Winston reveals to Tristan that Mr. Yates was a perv who tried to grope other boys, Tristan stays mad at Maya, and once Tristan and Maya reconcile, he doesn't apologize and admit that she was correct in reporting Yates, but instead he forces her to listen to a self-righteous rant about how easy her life is and how she ruined the one relationship he ever had. I 1000% agree. When Winston told Tristan that Mr. Yates tried to touch him and tried to grope him, he never once apologized to Maya that you were right, Mr. Yates did it to other boys. He did it to me, he did it to Winston. He never once apologized at all, but instead, you stay mad at your friend, never told her she did the right thing, you blame her for why you can't be happy, you blame her for everything, you project all your insecurities onto her, you want to sit down, you want to sit down and tell her how her life is so perfect and how yours is hard because you're gay and it's hard for you to find love and da 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 da. Tristan is just annoying. I don't like Tristan because Tristan is just one of those characters who's going to point the finger at anybody else but him and figure out he's the problem, nobody else. But like I said, I'm out this bitch. Peace.